Hi, everybody, and welcome to the halftime show. Needless to say, no post-game show tonight because I'm not staying up for this horse shit. Welcome. How's everybody doing? Well, you're not going to like what I have to say, but then I guess there's no real reason why you would. Here's what I will tell you. First things first. First of all, is my audio okay? Are you hearing me okay? I just want to make sure that everything is sound-wise is all right. If you would respond in the chat room, I would appreciate it. There's no reason to be a fan of this team or this organization. All right, thanks, Craig. I appreciate it. This game was lost the second they got off the plane in San Francisco. They're not serious. The team is not serious. They're overrated, they're full of themselves, and they're not that good. They're running a system that nobody is seemingly familiar with. They don't know where to line up. They don't get open in the red zone, and when they do, they can't catch the ball. Myles Garrett is more interested in his body physique. He got his one sack. I guess he's happy. But he sucks. He's overrated. He's not doing nothing to stop the run. The defensive line is just everything that we said about the zone running blocking scheme of Shanahan. They're just letting him do it. They're making constant mistakes. 3 out of 4 weeks this season, what can I tell you? Or now 4 out of 5. This is what the Browns are. And they're not going to make the playoffs. They're not going to have a winning record. They stink because they're not serious. No, Frank V, the Browns are not going to the Super Bowl, nor did I ever say they were going to. I think everybody is embarrassed to be a Browns fan. I mean, I think this is really what it boils down to. And, again, you can say what you want about Baker Mayfield, but, I'd rather talk about Antonio Callaway. I mean, at least Josh Gordon was a drug abuser and had talent. I don't understand why this guy's even on a football field. Captain Crabclaw. I called it that before the game. The guy's got lousy hands. He sucks. And he cost us, the only chance at momentum in this game, and he coughed it up. Jet lag. Come on. They're not serious. The organization, the players, the coaching staff can't fight their way through these mistakes. They make blunder after blunder after blunder. They're lucky to have 2 wins. They're lucky. And it's not like the team they're playing is, God almighty. Garoppolo hasn't had to do a fucking thing now, has he? Hand the ball off and fake the pass. It's fucking hairy high school horse shit. Take the snap, hand the ball off, and go like that. And the Browns run the wrong way. Take their eyes off the ball carrier and run the wrong way. There's no pursuit. They're getting manhandled at both lines of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. Just being outperformed. Where are the injuries, the penalties on the 49ers? Where is the poor execution? Where are the guys jumping, illegal motion, dropping passes, overthrowing wide open receivers? All the 49ers are doing is what the Cleveland Browns are letting them do. Run the football at will. Garoppolo's not going to beat anybody, and they'll go to the playoffs if they keep playing sissy teams like the Browns, yes. But the bottom line is they're not going to beat anybody in the playoffs because Garoppolo hasn't proven anything. But against this fucking team, he doesn't have to. You know, no, don't say he looks like Colt McCoy. He'd be on his back with a concussion. No, we're not going there. And this is the fact. It's a matter of effort. It's a matter of game speed, intensity. Football is and always has been a sport of aggression, and they're taking it to us and deserve to win the football game. It's really just that simple. You know, isn't that a sad thing to say? Yeah, we were waiting 5 fucking weeks for Antonio Callaway, and I never thought this guy was for shit. I never did. You know, you can grab me. All right. Yes, Kawaki, we are good at being undisciplined. That we are. And yes, what is there to cheer about, really? You know, all they're doing is just kind of running zone blocking schemes and counters. And it's like we've never seen it before. We had to have seen it on the game film. We had to have. Yeah. I don't even know how he managed to do what he did. Well, hit him in the hands and caromed off. I mean, I really don't want to see him on the Browns anymore. I really don't. He's overrated. The only time Baker came into his own was with his wife before the game. All right. I think this pretty well speaks for itself, huh? Doesn't matter, D-bag. Doesn't matter who we play. Just doesn't. And it is. They talk about themselves. I mean, you listen to Myles Garrett. He's going to be the defensive player of the year, right? Talk is cheap. Hi, Chief Ryback. I try to keep it real because there is no excuse for not putting out. You know? If they play well, I'll tell you they play well. And even if Callaway catches that ball, it's 14-10, and you don't know technically what might happen, but you never get there. Because the whole red zone scheme is all fucked up. If they throw one more pass deep in the end zone to Demetrius Harris, I'm going to go off and kill somebody. I don't know. Our defense has given up 180 yards of rushing in one half of football against a team that you know was run first. And we gave up a ton of yards at line of scrimmage against the Ravens last week and got away with it because we scored 40 points and got turnovers. There are no turnovers to be had this week because you don't turn the ball over and the other team just runs with the football right through you. Everyone's laying down to Bosa like he's God. All right? And meanwhile, are we lining up Myles Garrett against the guy who's only played 2 games? School, number 67, a 6th round pick? No, we're moving him around. Has anybody beaten School? No. Has anybody besides the 1 sack come close to Garoppolo? No. Has Garoppolo even thrown more than 5 passes? No. You do, in your mouth. Watch the game and you'd know these things. They get the ball because we won the toss and chose the ball. because we were so sure that our offense could get it done. No, they're not. They're legit against a team that isn't trying, that doesn't understand that you have to bring it every week. And their quarterback is untested. They ain't going to do shit in the playoffs. You heard it here first. I don't know. The only way the Browns know who carried the ball is by looking at the back of their jerseys as they're being run away from. It's the offensive line that is dominating the zone block, seal blocks. The Browns look like they've never seen it before, and they're just being executed to death. Breida, anyone could have run through that hole. Look at that for a stat. 185 rushing yards. The Browns, 3 turnovers, 3 sacks, 5 penalties. Not serious. And you know, and this is worse in one respect because we have talent, but unfortunately the talent believes it's so much better than it actually is. They're not asserting themselves. And it's really hard to understand. I can tell you this, Erlanger, and you've been a viewer of the program for a while now. I'm recording the second half. I'm not even watching it live because it doesn't merit my attention. You guys merit my attention because you're long-suffering fans. You pay to see the games on DirecTV and you shell out money to go to the stadium and watch the team play and you get nothing in return. I'm not watching the second half because it didn't earn my attention. Dark comedy of errors because it's not funny. Yeah, exactly right, Doggy Bones. This is no surprise at all. It had to be in the game film. It had to be. And what's the thing with Baker staring down receivers? You know, I'm convinced. I mean, Baker Mayfield picked up a playbook at Oklahoma and understood it. He picked up last year's playbook and understands it. This year, he got no fucking idea who's where. He throws the ball to Demetrius Harris with 2-3 men around him, and Ricky Seals-Jones is standing in the corner of the end zone. I don't get it. Nobody understands the set. Nobody gets the scheme. Nobody understands it. Beckham doesn't know where to line up. They have to call a timeout. You know, Baker's trying to order people around on the field. They don't know where they're going. Week after week of illegal shifts. No good. No good. He's playing in a system that makes no fucking sense. This Monken experiment is a disaster. It doesn't work with this group of players. Maybe the aptitude of the players isn't high enough. They don't understand it. By week 5, they should be comfortable with what they're doing in this offense, and they still don't have an idea. They're not tough anywhere that I can see. There's no passion. It's the 49ers who are lighting us up. There's passion. There's no passion in Cleveland. They come out like they're going to be driven up in a limousine and a red carpet's going to let them out onto the field. There's no urgency and there's no toughness and there's no grit. Yeah. Already, yeah. The guy who picked it over on Dogs by Nature, who picked it 45-13. Remember, we made fun of him on the pregame show. He was right. Unbelievable. And this is the problem. The schedule gets worse and worse right now. And it's like I said, if we could have been 500, going into after 8 weeks, I feel better, but team can't. And I don't know why this is. I don't know why it is. We got no take charge people. I don't know what it is. Steelers have a third string quarterback. We have our first string offensive line and first string quarterback, first string receivers, except for Rashard Higgins, first string running backs. I say the Steelers are outperforming us right now. Yeah, the press clippings, this is what we talk about all the time. You know, they didn't play in the off season, or excuse me, in the preseason, and they're not ready. That's it. It comes down sometimes to whether you have the strength and the will to get something done. And you're going to see LaQuit in the second half, guaranteed. That's why I'm not going to watch it. And isn't this the truth? Callaway is just such a massive disappointment. And this is correct too. Garrett ought to take a look at the real defensive MVP, right? Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What necessary adjustments? Yeah. Hey, El Presidente. How you doing, buddy? You have to come on the show sometime, buddy. I mean it. We'd be great together. We would. We'd be entertaining as hell. Yes, we would. I follow you all the time on Twitter. I love what you got to say. Yeah, we've been kind of talking back and forth on Twitter. Come on the show sometime. It would be awesome. Drop me an email at mooheadradio@yahoo.com. I'd love to have you on the program. We have a panel and everything. You'd be entertaining as all get out. If you really did have a kidney stone, it was more painful than this, believe me. For all of the moves that Garrett was supposed to learn or to establish now that Greg Williams is gone, it don't look like it's doing anything, really. Neither can I. That's why, actually I can wait. That's why I'm going to see them tomorrow. Is the game back on now? Is the game on? It has to be on because we're at 18 minutes. I'm getting the hell out of here. No post-game show. I'm going to do something that's a whole lot more fun than watching this piece of shit on the field. Enough is enough is enough, Donna Summer. Thanks a lot for tuning in. El Presidente, I am dead serious. Get a hold of me. mooheadradio@yahoo.com. Get a hold of me. I want you on the show. Something to entertain me because this fucking team sure as hell isn't doing it. Thanks again, everybody. I'll see you again on Moohead Radio on Friday. Because I ain't doing anything before because I'm so fed up with this I could puke. Take care now. I'll see you on Friday. Bye-bye.